So, what do the Ku Klux Klan, Ronald Reagan and neon-haired protesters in Whole Foods parking lots have in common? They accidentally made California the most diverse and most chaotic state in America. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's rewind to the 1920s. No, not Gatsby parties and jazz clubs, Orange County, California. Back then, the Klan wasn't hiding in the woods or under bedsheets. They were running for office and winning. In 1924, actual Klan members got elected to the Anaheim City Council. And California? It was 95% white. Now, Orange County has the largest Vietnamese population outside of Vietnam. That's not just a demographic shift, that's a population nosedive for white Californians. By 1970, non-Hispanic whites still made up about 80% of California. Today, in public schools it's 20%, 1 in 5. Meanwhile, Asian students make up over 10%. And if the trend keeps going, white Californians could be a smaller minority than Asians in another 50 years. Now, yeah, part of that's thanks to folks like me, mixed families, multicultural homes, but come on, there's a deeper current here. Then came Reagan, governor of California in 1967, and in the name of cutting costs, he shut down state mental health institutions. Sounds like fiscal conservatism, right? Until you realize thousands of mentally ill people were thrown into the streets. No support, no medication, no plan. What filled the vacuum? Chaos, homelessness, unchecked addiction, and a protest culture that started sounding more like a psych ward than a civil rights movement. Now throw in the 1969 Supreme Court case, Brandenburg v. Ohio. A Klan leader, yep, a literal Klan guy, called for violence against the government. But SCOTUS ruled his speech was protected, unless it called for immediate violence. So now, as long as you're not literally yelling fire in a crowded theatre, you're good. Congrats, Clarence. You helped legalize chaos, so let's do the math. Untreated mental illness, loophole-sized free speech, social media that weaponizes it all. What you get is modern California. I watched a protest recently. It looked like a Whole Foods drum circle got lost in suburbia. A bunch of long-haired white dudes and girls with rainbow bangs standing around like they were waiting for a Burning Man shuttle. Then suddenly, boom, ICE shows up, like clockwork. Was it a protest? Maybe. Was it staged? Probably. Looked more like bait than outrage. Look, I'm all for the right to protest, but when your plan is just to taunt cops until someone throws a punch, that's not activism. That's performance art for TikTok. And if I were on the Supreme Court, some of these organizers would be serving hard time. Half this circus would evaporate overnight if grown-ups ran the bench. Because here's the reality. Real liberalism, true liberalism, means protecting freedom. But if you give total freedom to people who are a danger to themselves and others, that's not liberation, that's demolition. They act on violent impulses, everyone else loses a bit more freedom, and we all pretend it's normal. So, yeah, thanks, Reagan, and weirdly, thanks, Klan. Your policies and your lawsuits helped create the social blender we now call California. A place that's diverse, yeah, but also disoriented. And maybe, just maybe, it's too late to fix it. White America engineered its own decline through greed, neglect, and arrogance. This isn't the first time a dominant culture hollowed itself out. It won't be the last. My half-Vietnamese son might move back here one day, or he might take one look and say nope, and buy a one-way ticket to New Zealand. Either way, the people's still here, especially the few sane white folks left. You're not in control anymore. And the truth is, your side built this mess. Neither progressives nor conservatives are going to fix it. The next chapter belongs to the new America. If I were you, I'd get out before this all goes from bizarre to unrecognizable. If that made you uncomfortable, good. That was the point. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Especially if you're brave enough to admit this train's already off the rails. See you in the next one.